writing down the answers because you'll have another chance when your group presents, okay? So what I want you to do now is return to your seats, and then one at a time each group will come up and we'll share our answers, okay? So just remember, guys, when the group's up here, we're going to be respectful to them and listen. And we're also going to be writing down and filling in the answers that we have gotten. Some of you may have moved on and been able to answer some of the questions that the other groups were responsible for. And if you did, and you may have got something, a different answer maybe, when they're done, you can raise your hand and maybe ask them a question about it or share what you got, okay? All right, so whoever's coming up for group 1 for questions 1 and 2, come on up. All right, y'all decide?
It was who protected the rights of the plebeians and what did they protect them from? We said tribunes protected the rights of the plebeians from unfair acts of patrician officials, because the tribunes were the people the plebeians elected to talk for them, kind of. And then for number 2, remember that?
Okay, do you think the patricians and plebeians wanted the government to make the same decisions? Explain why or why not. So we said no because the patricians wanted more money and more power, unlike the however you pronounce that, who wanted better life. Patricians might have
wanted a decision in their favor or vice versa. So that's
One question for you guys up there, or anyone on this side. Can y'all just remind us what the plebeians and patricians were? I know it's one of our vocab words, but just so everyone knows. Go ahead, Eric.
Patricians are the rich ones, the one with all the power. The plebeians are like the common class.
Right. Absolutely. So so we can see why maybe they wouldn't want the same things from the government. I think y'all made some great points about how the patricians might be a little more greedy. They're used to having more money and more power, whereas the plebeians maybe want more equality, perhaps, and just, a better life to be able to survive. So very cool. Thank you, guys. Was everyone able to write those down?
No, wait.
All right, take one more second. Maybe leave it up there one more second. And okay? Make sure you're writing while they're presenting. That'll help in the future, okay? Okay, at this point, if you're not done, maybe you can get it from the person beside you. We'll go ahead and get the second group to come up for answers numbers 3 and 4. So who's going to present for you guys? kind of confusing for people because they might not understand why aristocratic branch would be the Senate. Why would that be a government by nobility? Did y'all see that in the reading? Yeah, Aaron, what did you think?
It had both legislative and administrative functions.
Did it say who could be a part of the Senate and how they were chosen? Maybe were they elected?
It says that there were 300 members chosen from the upper class of Roman society.
Right. Okay. So they were chosen from the upper class of Roman society. So that means they were the patricians. Not everyone could be in the Senate. So that kind of makes sense for them to be government by the nobility. Absolutely. And they weren't elected like some of the other positions were. Consuls were elected, but the Senate was appointed by the consuls. So it was a little, easier for the noble, like upper class, to get in those positions. Okay. So finish jotting those down. I think everyone's good. So we'll move on. Good job, guys. Great on that. All right. So questions 5 and 6. Come on, Claire. Thomas, are you gonna help out? Jake? No. He's on his own.
So, our questions were 5 and 6. Number 5 was list 2 ways the consul's power was eliminated. And one of the ways is they could get vetoed, or they could veto one person, so that their idea basically won't pass. And the 6th question was why would the Romans have wanted to elect a dictator during times of a crisis? They wanted to get a strong ruler to manage what they and when they needed help, so they would not be attacked while the consul was still deciding.
All right, so for the ways the consul's power was limited, they said that terms were only 1 year long, which is different from like our government, where our president can serve for 4 years and then he can serve 2 consecutive terms. So 1 year terms and then couldn't run again for 10 years. That's crazy. And I want to ask y'all's group a question about this one about the dictator. So we see maybe why they would want to do something like that, why they would want to have a dictator in power in times of crisis. But can you think of something that could potentially be bad about that, having a dictator step up? What do you think, Eliana?
The dictator might have wanted to take on the power.
Yeah, you think so? So a dictator for 6 months. Do you think maybe he might want to stick around for a little longer than that? Something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe become dictator for life? Which, yeah.
Do that?
Yeah, Julius Caesar, exactly. We'll learn more about that.